ጄኤፍኤም 6.7 የኢትዮጵያ ትንሣኤ ድምፅ አይን አዲስ ሚዲያ ኮሚዩኒኬሽን
በጄኤፍኤም 106.7 ሬዲዮ ጣቢያ ላይ አርዲ ሚውዚክ ዘወትር ሰኞ ከረፋዱ 4 ሰዓት ከ30 እስከ 6 ሰዓት እንዲሁም ዘወትር አርብ ከምሽቱ 12 ሰዓት እስከ 1 ሰዓት አርዲ ሚውዚክ DJ Pitchudj Ardi music
Hey, coming through your speaker
በጄኤፍኤም 106.7 ሬዲዮ ጣቢያ ላይ
Ardi music ሰላም ጤና ይስጥልኝ የተከበራችሁና የምንወዳችሁ አድማጮቻችን ይህ በአይን አዲስ ሚዲያ ኮሚዩኒኬሽን ተዘጋጅቶ በጄኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ የሚቀርብላችሁ አርዲ ሚውዚክ ልዩ የመዝናኛና የመረጃ ዝግጅታችን የለተሰኞ ዝግጅታችን አርብ ምሽት ስንለያይ ቀጠሮ በያዝነው መሰረት ያምላክን ፈቃዱ ነው ልክ 4:30 ሲል ፕሮግራማችን ተጀምሯል እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ አርዲ ሚውዚክ ወደ እናንተ እየደረሰ መደመጡን ጀምሯል ማለት ነው እንዴት ከርማችኋል የተወደዳችሁ አድማጮቻችን የአርዲ ሚውዚክ ልዩ ዝግጅታችን የለተሰኞ ዝግጅታችን በዛሬው ፕሮግራም ላይ በተለየ ሁኔታ በሳለፍነው አመት እንዳደረግነው በአየርላንድ በድምቀት የሚከበረውን ሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ በተመለከተ ሙዚቀኞች እዚህ ስቱዲዮ ጋብዤላችሁ እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ የላይቭ የአየርላንድ ሙዚቃዎችን እየተገባበዝን ስለ ሙዚቀኞቹ ሙዚቃዎቻቸውም እያወራን አብረን ቆይታ የምናደርግ ነው የሚሆነው ቅዳሜና እሁድን በጥሩ እንዳሳለፋችሁ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን በክብር ወደ እናንተ እንዲደርስ ያደረጉት ሞሃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር ነው የፔፕሲ ሚሪንዳና 7 አፕ ምርቶችን በድጋሚ ወደ ገበያ መቀላቀል አስመልክቶ የተለያዩና በርካታ አጓጊ ሽልማቶችን ለደንበኞቹ አዘጋጅቶ ድለኛ አሸናፊዎቹን በአስገራሚና አጓጊ ሽልማቶች በማንበሽበሽ ላይ ነው ሽልማቶቹም ID4 BYD መኪኖች ኤሌክትሪክ ሞተር ሳይክሎች ፕሌይስቴሽኖች HP ላፕቶፖች ስማርት ዋቾች ስማርትፎኖች ዋየርለስ ሄድሴቶች ሶላር ፓናሎች እና ነፃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ናቸው በሚገርም ሁኔታ ሞሃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ፋብሪካ ለደንበኞቹ ካዘጋጃቸው ሽልማቶች ውስጥ ባለፉት ጥቂት ወራት ውስጥ የኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማቶች ማለትም ID4 BYD መኪኖች በአዲስ አበባ ሐዋሳና ድሬዳዋ ለድለኞች ተበርክተዋል አሁን ደግሞ የሞሃ BYD ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማት ወደ ሰሜናዊቷ ኢትዮጵያ ከተማ መቀሌ አቅንቷል እድለኛው አሸናፊ አቶ የማነ ነጋሽ ሽልማታቸውን ጥር 10 ቀን 2017 ዓ.ም በመቀሌ ከተማ በተከናወነ ልዩ የሽልማት ፕሮግራም ተረክበዋል ሞሃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር የአርዲ ሚውዚክ አጋራችን ስለሆነ እጅግ አድርገን እናመሰግናለን ከዛ በተጨማሪ የአየርላንድ ኤምባሲ የዛሬው የአርዲ ሚውዚክ ፕሮግራማችን ስፖንሰር ነው የሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይን ወይም ደግሞ የሴንት ፓትሪክ ቀንን በዓልን በማስመልከት የአርዲ ሚውዚክ ፕሮግራማችንን ስፖንሰር ስላደረገ በጣም እጅግ አድርጌ ነው የማመሰግነው እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ በጣም ያማረና ጣፋጭ ጊዜ ይኖረናል ብዬ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ good morning and welcome to our show this is Ardi Music on JFM 106.7 where the world's rhythms meets Ethiopian heartbeat and I'm DJ Pitchudj and today is the special one we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day with a Celtic twist joining me live the studio there are 3 incredible musicians straight from Emerald Hills of Ireland and Ronan Michael and Darragh Anthony and Graham Patrick they are here in studio these talented artists are here to share the music stories and a slice of Irish spirit with us we will dive into the journeys explore the magic cultural fusion and even treat you with some live performances from the 3 musicians so grab a cup of 7 Up Mirinda Pepsi and sit back and enjoy the show welcome to our show
Thanks for having us.
So let's just start by introducing yourself. Let's just start by you.
Graham Lynch is my name. I'm the banjo player in the band, I suppose. I met Ronan, the guitar player, about 3 years ago. And we just started playing a bit of music together. He'd already been playing with Darragh. The two boys are from the same place. They're from Clare. So you've been playing together since you're what?
Oh, years. We've been playing for years together. Sure.
Yeah.
Since about 3 or 4.
7 years, maybe.
7 years. It's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Ronan, as Graham said. I'm from the west coast of Ireland, a county called Clare, and I suppose Clare would be famously known for its traditional Irish music in Ireland. So we kind of just grew up surrounded by Irish music and playing Irish music. So yeah,
So you are playing box guitar,
I'm playing the acoustic guitar. Yeah.
and Ronan, what's your?
This is a banjo.
A banjo.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the banjo. Okay.
And I'm Darragh Cuddihy, and more what Ronan was saying, we kind of grew up in the same area, so we were kind of playing for the same length of time, just different instruments basically. So like that, playing around all of Clare, which is a county in Ireland, and sessions here and gigs there, and just keeping ourselves going and keep the music going.
Okay, thank you for showing up and for giving this chance to Ardi Music and JFM 106.7. We will invite one Irish music, and we will come back where we have a discussion with Irish culture and Ethiopian culture and the music and the traditions. And also we have live performance from you.
Yeah.
So አድማጮቻችን እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ ያማረና ቆንጆ ጊዜ እንዲሆነን ከልብ አድርጌ እመኛለሁኝ። በ0912 68 35 54 ላይ አጫጭር የጽሁፍ መልእክቶቻችሁን አድርሱኝ። AMCRD ሚውዚክ የፌስቡክ ፋን ፔጃችን ነው። እዛ ላይ የተሰማችሁን ማንኛውንም ሐሳብ አስተያየቶቻችሁን እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ጥያቄዎች ካላችሁ እንደዚሁ ልታሻግሩልኝ ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። ቆንጆ ጊዜ እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ ተመኘውኝ። የፓዲ ኦጎርማን ሙዚቃ ዊስኪ ኢን ዘ ጃር የተሰኘውን በተከታይነት እንጋብዛችኋለን። ቆንጆ ጊዜ ካርዲ ሚውዚክ ጋር
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. Said stand and deliver, for you are the bold receiver. My whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. For my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
አርዲ ሚውዚክ በጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ የለተሰኘው ፕሮግራማችንን ነው እያደመጣችሁ ያላችሁት። በልዩ ሁኔታ በስፔሻል ቀን ዛሬ ሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ በአየርላንድ በመላው ዓለም አቀፍ በድምቀት ይከበራል። በእኛም ሀገር በአየርላንድ ኤምባሲ በደማቅ ሁኔታ ዛሬ ከሰዓት ጀምሮ በደንብ ይከበራል። እነዚህ ሙዚቀኞች ዛሬ በሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ መተው ሙዚቃዎቻቸውን የሚያቀርቡት ሙዚቀኞች ዛሬ እኛን አክብረው ደግሞ እዚህ ስቱዲዮአችን ተገኝተዋል። ቅድም መግቢያ ላይ እንዴት ወደ ሙዚቃ እንደተቀላቀሉ አውርተናችሁ ነበረ። አሁን ደግሞ ወደ ዝግጅቶቻቸው እንደዚሁም ደግሞ አንዳንድ ጥያቄዎችን ወደነሱ አሻግርና ከነሱ ምላሾችን እናገኛለን። We are coming back again. I want to ask you, how did you first fall in love with music, and was there a specific moment or a mentor who inspired you to be a musician?
I suppose my mum probably brought me into it. I suppose I started off playing classical violin but I didn't really enjoy that. Now when I was 11 I transitioned onto the banjo. I suppose I made a few friends through music, and as I got older I realised it was kind of cooler to be good at music. And then I used to enjoy it when I was younger, but my mum just made me practice. And then I suppose there was nearly a stage where it flipped and I was starting to enjoy it, and then I would practice myself, and from then onwards really I've just loved it, and it's brought me all over the world really, you know. It's been great.
Starting from the teenagers.
Yeah, so I started playing the banjo when I was 11. I was playing the violin from about 7, and then I suppose when I was maybe about 13 I started practicing a lot. I used to just watch TV and play as I was watching TV, so I was kind of getting my bit of enjoyment from the TV, and I was getting a bit better at music at the same time.
Same as Graham, I suppose. When you're a child,
Your grandma.
No, I'm Ronan. That's Graham. But when you're a child, playing music is probably not that cool, but as you grow older, maybe teenagers, it becomes like when you start having fun with your friends playing music, you begin to enjoy it more. And like Graham said, you end up practicing by yourself then and just improving yourself. I suppose as well, being where we're from, there's a lot of famous musicians from around home. In the Doolin area of Clare would be very well known for its traditional Irish music, so we grew up surrounded by that as well. So when you're surrounded by something so often, you just kind of becomes second nature to you.
So you have some inspiration in your city.
Locality, yeah, there would be.
In my case, it was more of a generational thing. We'll say my parents and aunts, and then my grandparents on both sides, they all played music, like. So
Musical family.
Oh, music family, like. So every most of my kind of generations, they all played music. So we kind of were nearly born into it, like. But like that, growing up around music, we were, you know, it wasn't forced on us nearly. We were going to play it, and we played it in classes and sessions and different gigs and things. So, you know, it was a great thing to grow up around and great thing to be born into, like, if you know what I mean.
All right. You are sitting on your instrumental.
Oh yeah, so what I'm sitting on is called a cajon. So it's not a traditional Irish music instrument. It's I think it actually comes from Peru or that region. Peru, yeah, or that region. But it's kind of been integrated into the Irish music in the last couple of years because it's like a small drum that's easier to bring around like that to pub sessions and things. So it's like a drum in a session and things. And it's kind of a thing on from. Have you ever heard of an instrument called the bowron?
The bowron.
Bowron. So it's a very low drum. You play it with your hand. It's a lot of Irish musicians will play it. So this is kind of a lead on from, but this has a snare in it and a different thing. So it gives a different sound and things.
So it's like a drum.
It's just a drum, yeah. It's a small drum. It's handy for bringing around the places.
The banjo as well. The banjo wouldn't be a traditional Irish.
Yeah, so this would have originated in America, but it was kind of brought into Irish culture, Irish traditional music in the last maybe 30 years. But before that, it wasn't one of the mainstream original Irish music instruments, but now it would be considered one of the main Irish traditional Irish music. It would be now, yeah.
And yeah, the sound, when we heard the sound of the banjo, we our mind is going to strictly to Ireland.
Yeah.
So what can our listeners expect from your live performance? Will you blending Irish classics with any surprises?
Yeah, we'd probably have a bit of pop and a bit of folk there as well. We'd probably start with a few tunes, traditional Irish tunes, and we'd probably set of reels there, yeah, maybe.
So
we get going.
Yeah.
G D A. Go 3 4.
that's so sweet. One thing when I heard about Irish music, about the tempo, you just start slowly and the tempo goes up, goes up.
I suppose it's driving music really. There's a good beat to it and to get you up dancing. I suppose is the kind of the idea.
Okay, so most of the Irish songs, like you do, only instrumentals, and with the instrumentals, people dancing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you ever go to an Irish pub, people don't sit down too much. They like to be up and drinking pints and getting groovy, I suppose.
So most of the time, that the singer is always involved, or.
Yeah. So I suppose most of our set would be maybe 50-50 of trad. So tunes like that, reels and jigs, and then
songs as well,
songs would be the other 50%.
Half and half.
Is there anyone who can sing?
So
we can hear.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Jesus. Christy Moore, Ordinary Man, I suppose.
Yep.
I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I've had to work for everything I own. Well, I never asked for that, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family and home. Well, they say the times are hard, but they've handed me my cards. They say there's not the work to go on. When the whistle blows, oh, the gates are finally closed. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. Let's shut it down. Let's shut it down. Oh, and I never missed a day, nor went to strike for better pay. 20 years of serving this to close. But now a handshake and a check, it seems so easy to forget. Life through the hard times and the goals. Oh, they say the times are hard, they've handed me my cards. They say there's not the work to go. When the whistle blows, oh, the gates are finally closed. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. Let's shut it down. Let's shut it down. I'm just an ordinary man, with thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my dad and wife try to make the best of life. God knows what the kids are gonna do. Oh, I know that they are faced with this human waste. A generation cast aside. As long as I live, oh, I know. You strip me of my dignity and pride. You strip me bare. You strip me bare. You strip me bare.
Wow.
That's a song called Ordinary Man. Was it written by Christy?
I think so.
It's made famous at home in Ireland by a famous folk and traditional Irish singer called Christy Moore.
Christy Moore.
Christy Moore, yeah.
So
he'd be a very well-known singer at home and abroad.
Christy Moore. Is there anyone, any Irish folk song that on tradition and why it does resonate with you?
I suppose it'd be Chino singers and like that, is it?
Yeah, well, a song that resonates with me, is it?
With
Yeah, anyone, yeah.
I suppose we haven't really enough of the world experience to be able to, have a song that relates to us like that, if you know what I mean. There's some songs that we like and that we play well, but
a lot of Irish traditional songs are about a hard life and
Drinking.
Drinking.
One or the other, basically.
A lot of Irish songs are about drinking as well. We can probably relate to them a bit. But
Yeah. Well, when I check on YouTube and the Irish playlist, there is a title on beer, a whiskey, a pub, a bar.
Yeah, so a lot of the Irish songs probably come back from 100 years ago, maybe from when life in Ireland was a lot harder than it is now, than what we've experienced. So we can't necessarily resonate with a lot of the Irish songs, but I suppose deep down you can resonate with your ancestors from the past. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get back after the bridge, and we invite some musics. After that, you're gonna answer me about St. Patrick's Day, about how you celebrate in Ireland, and what will be new in Addis when you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. አድማጮቻችን እያደመጣችሁ ያላችሁትን አርዲ ሚውዚክን በጄኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ ነው። የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ ወደ እናንተ የደረሰ ይደመጣል። በልዩ ሁኔታ በአይርላንድ ኤምባሲ የሚከበረውን እንደዚሁም በመላው ዓለም አቀፍ በአይርላንዶች ዘንድ የሚከበረውን ሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ ምክንያት በማድረግ አይርላንድ ኤምባሲ ዛሬውን የአርዲ ሚውዚክ ፕሮግራማችን ስፖንሰር አድርጎታል። እንደዚሁም የዘውትር አጋራችን ሞሃይል ስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪያክሲዮን ማህበር የፔፕሲ ሚሪንዳና 7 ምርቶቹን በድጋሚ ወደ ገበያ መቀላቀልን አስመልክቶ የተለያዩና በርካታ ጓጉ ሽልማቶችን ለደንበኞቹ አዘጋጅቶ እድለኛ አሸናፊዎቹን በአስገራሚና ጓጉ ሽልማቶች በማንበሽበሽ ላይ ነው። ሽልማቶቹም ID4 እና BYD መኪኖች፣ ኤሌክትሪክ ሞተር ሳይክሎች፣ ፕሌይስቴሽኖች፣ HP ላፕቶፖች፣ ስማርት ዎቾች፣ ስማርትፎኖች፣ ዋየርለስ ሄድሴቶች፣ ሶላር ፓናሎች እና ነፃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ናቸው። በሚገርም ሁኔታ ሞሃይል ለስላሳ መጠጦች ፋብሪካ ለደንበኞች ካዘጋጃቸው ሽልማቶች ውስጥ ባለፉት ጥቂት ወራት ውስጥ ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማቶች ማለትም ID4 እና BYD መኪኖች በአዲስ አበባ፣ ሐዋሳና ድሬዳዋ ለእድለኞች ተበርክተዋል። አሁን ደግሞ የሞሃ BYD ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማት ወደ ሰሜናዊት የኢትዮጵያ ከተማ መቀሌ አቅንተዋል። እድለኛው አሸናፊ አቶ የማነ ነጋሽ ሽልማታቸውን ጥር 10 ቀን 2017 ዓ.ም በመቀሌ ከተማ በተከናወነ ልዩ የሽልማት ፕሮግራም ተረክበዋል። ሞሃይል ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪያክሲዮን ማህበርን እንደዚሁም ደግሞ አይርላንድ ኤምባሲን በጣም እጅግ አድርጌ አመሰግናለሁኝ። ዲጄ ፒቹ ፕሮግራሙን የመራው አብሬያችሁ ቆያለሁኝ። ሮናን እንደዚሁም ግራሃም እንደዚሁም ዳሪግ አብረውኛሉ። እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ አብረን እንቆያለን። የአይርላንድ ሙዚቃዎችን ከኛ ሀገር ሙዚቃዎች ጋር እየተጣጣሙ ወደ እናንተ የሚደርሱ ነው የሚሆነው። የመሸጋገሪያ ሙዚቃዎችን የሰዓት ወጃ ማስታወቂያዎችን ሰምተን ተመልሰን እንገናኛለን። ቆንጆ ጊዜ ከአርዲ ሚውዚክ ጋር
in whole smooth Ardi, tell I what you're saying to I Ardi, this is Rasquin Seb talking to I Ardi, Ethiopian family Ardi, universal history. Listen to Ardi music. Ardi music.
አርዲ ሚውዚክ በጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ ዘውትር ሰኞ ረፋድ ከ4:30 እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት እንደዚሁም ዘውትር አርብ ምሽት ከምሽቱ 12 ሰዓት እስከ ምሽት 1 ሰዓት ወደ እናንተ የደረሰ ይደመጣል። ዛሬ በልዩ ሁኔታ በአይርላንድ ኤምባሲ እንደዚሁም በመላው አይርላንዶች ዘንድ የሚከበረውን የሴንት ፓትሪክ ቀንን በተመለከተ ከአይርላንድ የመጡ ሙዚቀኞች እዚህ ስቱዲያችን ተገኝተው ስለ ሙዚቃ ልምዳቸው እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ሙዚቃዎችን እዚሁ ላይቭ ፐርፎርም እያቀረቡልን ነው የሚገኘው። ከሙዚቃዎቹ ከመሸጋገሪያዎቹ በፊት አንድ ጥያቄ አሻግሬላቸው ነበረ። ሴንት ፓትሪክ ዴይ እንዴት ይከበራል እናንተ ጋር ብያቸው ነበር። ቅዱስ ፓትሪክ ወይም ደግሞ ሴንት ፓትሪክ ቀን በየዓመቱ ማርች 17 የሚከበር የአየርላንድ ባህላዊ በዓል ነው። ይህ ቀን የአየርላንድ የሃይማኖታዊ መሪ ከሆነው ቅዱስ ፓትሪክ ከ5ኛው ክፍለ ዘመን ጀምሮ የኖረ ነው። ትውልድ ጋር እየተቀባበለ ዛሬ ድረስ እያከበሩት ነው የሚገኘው። በዚህ በሴንት ፓትሪክ አከባበር ላይ ለየት የሚያደርገው አረንጓዴ ቀለምና እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ሻምሮክ የተሰኘ ሰው ባለ 3 ቅጠሎች ያላት ተክል ከበዓሉ ጋር ተያይዛ ትነሳለች። ስለዚህ እንዲያወሩን ሙዚቀኞቹን የምጋብዝ ነው የሚሆነው። ዌልካም አጌን we heard music from Aschalo. It's traditionally Ethiopian traditional music like yours. Before the music I just pass a question for you. How was St. Patrick Day celebration in Ireland?
Yes.
What will be in Addis? So this is it your first time to celebrate St. Patrick's Day abroad, Ireland?
No. I'd say a lot of bands in Ireland do get to go abroad for St. Patrick's Day, just because everywhere abroad wants music, Irish music.
It's not their first time.
No, it's maybe 6th or 7th time.
First time in Africa.
First time in Africa.
First time in Africa, first time in Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
So St. Patrick's Day is celebrated globally. As a musician, how do you honor this day? Through your performance, any unique tradition you like to share?
I think a lot of places in Ireland have a parade. So they parade down the town, celebrating local authorities or local, I suppose, enterprises. And then I suppose it is a big day for partying. St. Patrick is our patron saint. That's, I suppose, why it's so unique to Ireland. And it's just always been celebrated as such a big day in Ireland.
As a musician, I suppose you'll be playing lots of gigs, concerts, bars all throughout the day. So everybody's out having a good time for St. Patrick's Day at home. Like Graham said, there's a big massive parade, and then after the parades, it's music all day and food, drink.
It's a street celebration.
Yes, street celebration. Yes. Yeah.
So, what the most memorable audience reaction you had while performing abroad?
Any American one? No.
2 years ago, we were in Indianapolis. We had played to like 1,500 people in
the US.
In the US, yeah. So that was pretty cool. It's probably one of the biggest audiences we've ever played to. Other than that, we were in Edinburgh last year in the Three Sisters. It's a huge venue, you know, and it's so much fun, you know. It's such a good day to be Irish, you know. It's such a celebration. Everyone's going around wearing Ireland jerseys, and it's probably the best day of the year, really, if you're an Irish person.
How does it feel to celebrate outside Ireland?
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice to experience different cultures and bring our culture into the likes of Ethiopia here in Addis or anywhere abroad, really, because everyone is very interested in the Irish culture and how we celebrate it. Like being on the show this morning, it's great to broadcast our Irish culture and get to see some of different cultures as well, travelling around the world.
So do you see similarities or differences when you celebrate at Ireland and abroad?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it depends on the areas. We'll say like the likes of America, and that they have a lot of Irish relatives and Irish descendants, we'll say, so they like to celebrate it even a lot big more, because it's a way of them connecting with their Irish heritage and their Irish culture, basically. So in Ireland, it's just, you know, the parades and everything, and it's mighty.
I suppose if you're Irish and you're living away from home in a different country, it's a nice day to get to connect with your home country, I suppose, as well, like in America or anywhere around the world. You get to connect with Ireland in some way.
So when you celebrate the St. Patrick's Day, like I mentioned in Amharic, there is a plant by the name shamrock.
Yes.
Can you describe it? What's the meaning of showing the shamrock or putting the shamrock over here?
Yeah, so there's three leaves on the shamrock, I think, and then I suppose, as the saying goes, if you get a 4-leaf clover, it's you're extremely lucky. But it's always kind of been an emblem of Ireland.
Yeah.
The exact whereabouts that came from, I'm not sure, but it's like our own unique icon or emblem, really, for Ireland, you know.
Okay. Can you add?
It has something to do with like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, or something like that. But
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure.
I think it does originate from Christianity.
It's a
Spiritual thing, yeah. And it's
I'm not too sure, and I'm not going to elaborate.
Okay. You came over here yesterday.
Yes.
What's your first impression in Addis? Has anything about Ethiopian surprised or inspired you?
I suppose the people are all so nice. Everyone's very friendly. But you know, when you're in a different country, you're not expecting everyone to be so friendly. But
very welcoming.
Yeah, I find it very welcoming. That's the first impression, I suppose.
And the people from the Irish Embassy have been very good to us. Mary and Ciara and everyone else have been great, you know, to help us get set up and make us feel at home. And so it's all, we've had such a good time, and we're only here about a day, really, you know. So Asher, we're having a ball.
We're heading out to the Danical Depression tomorrow, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, for 3 days.
So you will have some ideas to make some musics about Ethiopia.
Yeah.
About the Irish musics, mostly and often revolves around storytelling.
Yes.
And how does that compare to if you have the chance to listen to the Ethiopian music tradition you have encountered?
Yeah, I suppose a lot of our songs are based off our past, you know, when we were, I suppose, colonised by England, and then most of it is
it's history. Like
it's our history.
It was a way of our generations past to pass on the stories and the history of what happened, and you know, what we have now, and you know,
holding on to the culture so that it wasn't lost. It was kind of kept through the songs and the music, you know. And there's a lot of work done to preserve it. When you know might have been lost maybe 100 years ago, but it's always kind of been there, and it's probably very important to a lot of people.
Back stronger than ever now.
It is, yeah. It's in a really good place at the minute, definitely.
So as we mentioned, the Irish music often tells stories of history and community.
Yeah.
And how do you balance preserving the tradition with the experimenting with the new sounds?
Yeah, that's a lot of Irish music nowadays, especially in Ireland, is probably a mixture between, collaboration between
pop,
folk, traditional folk,
dance.
Yeah.
Some people would be very protective of its origin and how it was, and then some people are very progressive with trying to push the boundaries of it. So I suppose it's nice to see both sides of it, and if you're open-minded, I think it's great because it's always improving the music. You know, mixing it with different genres, jazz or pop or dance or. It's definitely not the music it was 100 years ago, but it's definitely still has all those core elements to it that are brilliant, you know. But it's definitely transforming all the time.
Can we put in one genre the Irish music? Are we saying the Irish traditional music, or can we put it like jazz or?
Yeah, it depends who you're talking to a lot of the time. Some people wouldn't like to see it, I suppose, transformed, and then some people are really pushing it to see it develop and experiment and
get the younger generation interested in it.
So I think with the blends of other genres with it, it becomes a lot more appealing to some people.
Especially now, like would say the singers and sometimes now you'll mix songs in with the trad into the songs as well, not just here's songs and here's the music. Like there'll be songs and music mixed together. So it adds to it, like it keeps people interested in the Irish music as well. If you like to hear songs that you like sang and mix it all together.
So can we hear
a mix?
A mix or storytelling music?
Yeah.
Sorry, going down, I suppose.
Yeah.
So this is a song, I suppose. The story behind it is the man saw this girl walking down a road and he wrote a song. He never seen anyone so beautiful in his life, so he wrote a song after her. But it's more funky and jazzy. Just do the real part of this.
I live in this town in the county down one evening last July. Down the boring green, sweet Colleen, she smiled as she passed me by. She looks so sweet and very with Gina and her blonde hair. Such cooks in her fight to shake herself to make sure I'm standing there. And then she played up the very cake and brought it down in town. And made her seem like a fair Colleen that I met in the county down. She and what's better when I shook in my hair and I said we're feeling queer. And I says I to the passer-by, who's the girl with the hot brown hair. He's smiling at me and I cry to see she's the gem of all Darren's crown. From the rose we can from the banks of the band, she's the star of the country down. Come and cheap pale of the Derry Cave from all of Dublin town. Made a scene with the fair Colleen and I made the country down. She'll be surely there, and I'll dress in Sunday clothes. With my hat cut tight and my shoes shone bright, for the smile from the look down rose. No horse I'll yoke a pipe, but smoke for the rust of my mountains brown. A smiling ride on my own fireside, she's a star of the county down. Come and cheap pale of the Derry Cave, from all of Dublin town. I made a scene with the fair Colleen, and I made the county down. Paid of the Derry Cave from all of the Dublin town. Made a scene with the fair Colleen and I made the county down. Come and she paid of the Derry Cave from all of the Dublin town. Made a scene with the fair Colleen and I made the county down.
Wow.
Lovely.
That's nice. As you told me, and as we discussed, the Irish music is storytelling, like ours. Our Ethiopian music also tells a story about a place or a human or something like that. So we have similarities over there. I'm coming back to the St. Patrick's Day. What's St. Patrick's Day for you?
I suppose fun and playing music and celebrating being Irish for one day in the year. I suppose it opens up a lot of avenues for a lot of Irish people in their work, and so tourism-wise, it's huge for our country. Economically as well, it's massive.
Give us the opportunity to come here today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It gives great opportunities for especially musicians.
For travel and for new experiences like this, do you know. I suppose it's just it probably just boiled down to a big party too, do you know.
You get to celebrate being Irish, like, and how great it is just being Irish and getting on with other people and all that.
Yeah.
So based on this, how do you think the music helps gaps between cultures, between like Ireland and Ethiopia and other countries? Music is a universal language.
Yes.
We can connect with music. We can put the bridge closer with music. So how can we?
I suppose by just embracing it and listening to all forms of music and enjoying them. You know, I think all music is great. You know, good music is good music.
Keep your mind open.
Keep open-minded towards it, and like embracing new music and new different cultural music and stuff like that, I think.
No, that's basically it. Just keep your mind open. All genres have a place, and especially when you go fusing them together with traditional Irish music, I think it's great personally. But
so have you a plan to do collaboration musics with the local artists for Ethiopian artists, or putting together to making a stage performance with Ethiopian artists?
We're playing today for a St. Patrick's Day gig in the Radisson Blue for that's the Irish Embassy and loads of different ambassadors. But I think next Saturday we're playing again in the Sheraton for it's a charity fundraising ball. So if anyone, any Ethiopian artist out there wants to come up and join us,
They are welcome.
We could do a bit of a collaboration.
We'll do a collaboration.
Yeah, the best things called the Ethiopian traditional music had the crowd, the masingo, and the kabero, and Irish music, traditional music had the banjo, and the karan. So when you mix these things, maybe the Europe and Africa also come together with the tradition and cultural things. My next question is, what's the wildest things happened in St. Patrick's Day when you're performing?
I think in Chicago they dyed the river green.
They dyed the water green.
The water in the river is completely dyed green. So I think that's probably, I think they used to do it in New York as well. Generally I find the Americans do a bigger celebration than the Irish. But
is it because of the St. Patrick's Days is the
green for Ireland?
Green.
Yes. So and the shamrock is green, you know, same. Well, like our national colours are green, you know, for rugby, football, or whatever. So I'd say probably Chicago is probably the biggest.
It's the maddest.
And the wildest, yeah.
Yeah, like the full river, and it's a large river too. Like
to make it green.
You know, it's some show of.
It's safe though. Apparently, the fish like it. Yeah. It doesn't hurt the fish.
Yeah.
So, can we listen another song?
Yeah.
Bees Angels?
Yeah. Do Bees Angels, sure.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
E major, yeah.
See what's it.
When they come to town, they call it the summer of love. Burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against their doors. Took a job at the steamer, went down in Carlton Street. I fell in love with the laundry girl, she was working next to me. Oh, she was a rat, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine up by the wind, may blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no place in love I will stay. Don't want me any other way. Around her face and the look of hard surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights, there was armor in her eyes. She said to me, oh can't you see, I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't get me out of here, I'll lose my mind. Oh, she was a rat, as fine as a bee's wing, so flying with the wind like blowing away. She was a last child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no place in I will stay. Don't want me any other way. Around the market town for picking down in Kent, but we could sing Kerlams and once and days wherever we went. I said that we might sit alone and get a few acres tall, with a fire burning in the heart and the ways on the road. Oh well, she said, oh man, you foolish man, your shorty sounds like hell. You might be Lord of half the world, you don't need this world. Oh, she was a lark, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine but the wind went away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no place on the ice thing, don't want me any other way. Time the work was really good, but she wouldn't wait for the harvest. I thought we should. We were drinking more in those days. The timber sweets to pitch. Like a fool, I never ran away when she took a door and my Mitch. As to hear she's sleeping now back in Derry B, with a bottle of wheat horse in the pocket, a wolf hound at her feet. They say that she got married once and comedy brown, but even the gypsy caravans so much like settling down. Oh, well, the sail rose is faded, rough water and hard booze, and maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. Oh, she was a lark, as fine as a bee's wing, so finer that the wind went over away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no place in the ice thing, you wouldn't want to me any other way. Hey! Thank you.
We'll back to our discussion after a while. When we get back, we just lighten a fun question for you. Just like, if your music were a St. Patrick's Day dish, what would you call it? we will get back to this question after music and an advertising spot. አድማጮቻችን እያዳመጣችሁ ያላችሁት አርዲ ሚውዚክ ነው በጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ። የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን በክብር ወደ እናንተ እንዲደርስ ያደረጉት የአየርላንድ ኤምባሲና የዘውትር አጋራችን ሞሃ ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር ናቸው። የፔፕሲ ሚሪንዳና 7 አፕ ምርቶቹን በድጋሚ ወደ ገበያ መቀላቀል አስመልክቶ የተለያዩና በርካታ ጓጊ ሽልማቶችን ለደንበኞቹ አዘጋጅቶ እድለኛ አሸናፊዎቹን በአስገራሚና ጓጊ ሽልማቶች በማንበሽበሽ ላይ ነው። ሽልማቶቹም ID4 BYD መኪኖች፣ ኤሌክትሪክ ሞተር ሳይክሎች፣ ፕሌይስቴሽኖች፣ HP ላፕቶፖች፣ ስማርት ዋቾች፣ ስማርትፎኖች፣ ዋየርለስ ሄድሴቶች፣ ሶላር ፓናሎች እና ነፃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ናቸው። በሚገርም ሁኔታ ሞሃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ፋብሪካ ለደንበኞቹ ካዘጋጃቸው ሽልማቶች ውስጥ ባለፉት ጥቂት ወራት ውስጥ ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማቶች ማለትም ID4 እና BYD መኪኖች በአዲስ አበባ ሐዋሳና ድሬዳዋ ለእድለኞች ተበርክተዋል። አሁን ደግሞ የሞሃ BYD ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማት ወደ ሰሜናዊቷ የኢትዮጵያ ከተማ መቀሌ አቅንቷል። እድለኛው አሸናፊ አቶ የማነ ነጋሽ ሽልማታቸውን ጥር 10 ቀን 2017 ዓ.ም በመቀሌ ከተማ በተከናወነ ልዩ የሽልማት ፕሮግራም ተረክበዋል። ሞሃ የለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር የአርዲ ሚውዚክ አጋራችን ስለሆነ እጅግ አድርገን እናመሰግናለን። እንደዚሁም በዛሬው ቀን የሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ ወይም ደግሞ የሴንት ፓትሪክ ቀን በመላው ዓለም አቀፍ በአየርላንዶች ዘንድ ይከበራል። አየርላንድ ኤምባሲንን በማስመልከት ዛሬውን ፕሮግራማችን ስፖንሰር አድርጎታል። እንደዚሁም ከአየርላንድ በቀጥታ የመጡት ሙዚቀኞች ዛሬ ስቱዲዮአችን ተገኝተው ዛሬ ለሴንት ፓትሪክ ዴይ የሚያቀርቧቸውን ሙዚቃዎች እዚህ ቀድመው ለኛ ለአርዲ ሚውዚክ እያቀረቡልን ነው የሚገኘው። ይቀጥላል ፕሮግራማችን እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ አብረን እንቆያለን። ዲጄ ፒቹ ፕሮግራሙን የመራው አብሬያችሁ ቆያለሁ። የስፖንሰራችንን ማስታወቂያ እንደዚሁም ደግሞ መልእክቶች አድምጠን ተመልሰን የምንገናኝ ነው የሚሆነው። ቆንጆ ጊዜ ከአርዲ ሚውዚክ ጋር
Girl.
dress in whole smooth. Ardi, Ardi, tell I what you're saying to I. Ardi, Ardi, this is Rasquin's I'm talking to. Hey, I. Ardi, Ardi, Ethiopian family. Ardi, Ardi, universal history. Listen to Ardi music.
Ardi music.
Malum, antum kana andatalım. Bala.
Ardi music.
አርዲ ሚውዚክ በጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ የዕለተ ሰኞ ፕሮግራማችንን ነው እያደመጣችሁ ያላችሁት። አርዲ ሚውዚክ ዘወትር ሰኞ ረፋድ ከ4:30 እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት እንደዚሁም ዘወትር አርብ ምሽት ከምሽቱ 12 ሰዓት እስከ ምሽት 1 ሰዓት ወደ እናንተ ይደርሳል። በልዩ ሁኔታ የዛሬው ላይ የዕለተ ሰኞ ፕሮግራማችን በመላው ዓለም አቀፍ በአየርላንዶች ዘንድ የሚከበረውን ሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይ በማስመልከት ከአየርላንድ የመጡ ሙዚቀኞች እዚህ ስቱዲያችን ተገኝተው የሙዚቃ ዝግጅታቸውን እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ስለ ሙዚቃ ህይወታቸው እየተካፈልን ነው የምንገኘው። እናንተ ወደ አድማጮቻችን አስተያየቶችም እንደዚሁ ደርሰውኛል። እስከ ቀኑ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ አሁንም አርዲ ሚውዚክ ወደ እናንተ እየደረሰ ይደመጣል። ሞሃይ ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበርና አየርላንድ ኤምባሲ ዛሬን አርዲ ሚውዚክ ፕሮግራማችንን ስፖንሰር አድርገውታል። ከሙዚቃዎች በፊት ከመሸጋገሪያዎቹ በፊት አንድ ጥያቄ ለነሱ ቀለል ያለ ፈገግ የሚያሰኝ ጥያቄ አሻግሬላቸው ነበረ። የናንተ ሙዚቃ የሴንት ፓትሪክ ዴይ ላይ ያለ ምግብ ቢሆን ምን ብላችሁ ተሰይሙታላችሁ ብዬ ነበር ጥያቄውን ያሻገርኩላቸው። ደግሜ ለነሱ ጥያቄውን አሻግርና የነሱ ምላሽ ምን ሰማ ነው የሚሆነው። ቆንጆ ጊዜ ካርዲ ሚውዚክ ጋር before the music I just drop a question for you. It's just a fun question. If your music were St. Patrick's Day dish, what it would be and why?
As in a food dish, like
for example a hearty stew with a spicy twist.
Okay.
I suppose we have a dish, bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah, so it's like sausage and potatoes. It's a very Irish dish, but the bangers is also similar to the music we play. They're all bangers, great tunes.
Another it's like a fun question. Have you tasted Ethiopian coffee?
No, I need to. It's the one thing I wanted to do when I come over here.
You have to.
Yeah.
Come on the radio and taste the coffee.
Where do you recommend?
At the hotel.
Yeah.
At Tomoka.
At Tomoka? Is that the name of the coffee shop?
Yeah. No, I have to definitely.
We would after
this.
We will get a coffee.
So for the besides the music, when you travel, you say you are performing abroad, Ireland for the St. Patrick's Day. You go to the US and to Europe. So what's the best difficult thing traveling with your music instrument?
Trying to keep track of it, I suppose, with airlines losing and damaging instruments would be the main concern. We use Apple AirTags. You can track your, just put them into your instrument, and you can see if it's left behind in a different airport or.
So you get back and
start panicking when the AirTag is left behind.
It's the main concern traveling abroad is the instruments, I suppose. Trying to mind the banjos and the guitars without getting broken or lost.
Okay. For the last, what's the most challenging part for bringing Irish music to the global audience, to the global scene? And I'm asking you, this is for Ethiopian artists too, because everybody wants their music to be the globally or to be international, well known.
Yeah, it's just to get people interested in the music is the first challenge. Like once you get people interested in the music, to start branching out and start listening to different variations of the type of music and that sort of thing.
I suppose the better the quality of the actual music, the more appealing it is to other audiences and other genres. So I suppose the main thing is to try and just make the music sound good and make it appealing to everyone, not just Irish people. Because then if it's appealing to everyone, it'll grow and it'll prosper, you know.
So regarding quality, regarding sound mixing,
Yeah, I would say quality and like, I suppose mostly quality really.
Yeah.
If it's good Irish music, and the more good Irish music we can get out there, the opinion of Irish music will that it's good quality. But I suppose it's just a matter of bringing up the whole standard, so that it's appealing to everyone. When it's good music, it'll appeal to every genre and every interest. You know.
The thing about Irish music as well is, I know we have our songs and stuff, but like the actual traditional music doesn't have words, so you're not fighting a language barrier as such. You can play, and people of all languages and
can enjoy
it. You know, I think people connect with Irish music as well, just with it has a good rhythm or beat to it.
To dance, yeah.
So people of all cultures and places can enjoy it, I think.
So at last, anything you want to say? Anything you want about St. Patrick's Day, about your music, about Ireland?
I don't know, I suppose just thanks to everyone in the embassy for bringing us out here, and thanks to you for having us on the show.
It's been a cool experience.
We're
here for another week, so I'm sure we'll experience a lot more of Addis and Ethiopia.
That's good. It gives you a chance to hit a studio and to make collaboration music.
Yeah, exactly. It's good, yeah.
And where can our audience follow your work after today? It's
we have Facebook and Instagram accounts and TikTok. It's called Plain Sailing Music.
Plain Sailing.
Yeah. So you can look us up and follow us, and we'll be posting about our Ethiopian trip and many more trips to come as well, hopefully as well.
Okay. What non-musical skill do you have rather than playing music? Only music?
I don't know, I suppose the boys can play and sing, so that's a good skill. I can't sing, unfortunately, so... outside of music altogether?
Outside of music, like football?
Yeah, well, we've our own Irish sport. It's called hurling and Gaelic football. So we play that, so it's like, I suppose like a mix between hockey and lacrosse. But you should look it up if you get a chance on YouTube. Hurling is called.
Hurling.
Yeah, so it's played with a stick and a small ball. And if you get the ball into the net, it's 3 points. If you get it over the net, it's 1 point. But it's
cool.
It's very cool.
Very fast, intense game, like for people who play growing up and things.
It's like a war.
Yeah.
So at last, and if you could send one message to our listeners, to Ethiopian listeners.
I would say just try and get listening to Irish music on Spotify if you can. There's some great bands out there. I don't know, where would you even start?
Just give it a chance.
Just give it a chance, give it a listen. Just Google Irish music on Spotify and there'll be many playlists, and just listen to it. And I think it's great. It's great music. It's for everyone, you know. Everyone is welcome to listen and everyone is welcome to play it. It's a very welcoming music, because when we go to sessions that you sit in and there could be 10 people in a session and you just sit in beside someone and you start playing and you start chatting, so it's a very sociable I suppose genre music, isn't it really?
Yeah, definitely.
It's very welcoming, so I suppose just get listening really.
What about you? The same
Same
message?
Same as Graham, really, yeah. Just just give it a chance.
Yeah, that's it basically, like, because Irish music things, it's more of acoustic thing. Like obviously you have different gigs and things where you plug in, but because it's acoustic for sessions, anyone can just walk in who plays and they can sit into a session and play.
It's for all levels.
All levels. So we have a big festival at home called the Fla. So that's a big Irish music festival, but there's competitions and things involved in that. But at the Fla itself, it runs for a week, and there's sessions in every pub in the town, and could be inside in houses, could be out in the streets. It's everywhere, like, so that's where anyone can sit into a session and play with anyone, like.
Okay, before we say goodbye, can we hear one more song?
Yeah.
Slow, maybe Sam Hall or something like that. It's a really fast one.
Do you want to do Highland Valley or something? For St. Patrick.
Go doors there,
yeah.
One evening fair, as the sun was shining, took a Kenny hiding me, Captain Brody Well, it's all commander by your side. Oh, you're welcome, Highland Penny. By my side, you try stand here, people shout for freedom. Well, we'll rise in the morning with the field. Singing in the bushes, and the greetings to us might be warm. The men of ours, who gather females, gather round, hand to hand, and sword and whiskers, and the smell it and the smoke. By my side, the Charlie stand here, the people shout for freedom. On the reason why the females. Beside the river, and a mile outside your king towns was there I laid my noble captain, and the birds were silent all around us. Well, all my life I will remember. Well, I remember night and day the roads I rode into Kilkenny, and I heard my noble captain say, "Hey, you are welcome, Highland Penny." Oh, by my side, sure I stand here, people shout for freedom. All the reason why I'm feeling bad. Oh, you are welcome, Highland Penny. By my side, sure I stand here, people shout for freedom. All the reason why I'm feeling bad.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's a wrap. Huge thanks to Ronan, Darragh, and Graham. Thank you for showing up and bringing Ireland's soulful sounds to our airwaves today. For our listeners, don't forget to follow their adventures, share their social medias, and keep an eye out of their next projects. Maybe even an Irish Ethiopian collab. Maybe. To our listeners, thank you for tuning Ardi Music JFM 106.7. If you missed any part of today's show, you can catch us on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. Until next time, this is DJ Pitchudj reminding you, whether you are Irish for the day or Ethiopian at work, let music be your bridge. Happy St. Patrick's Day for all of you, thank you for showing up.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers, thank you.
አድማጮቻችን እስከ 6 ሰዓት ድረስ ፕሮግራማችን ይቀጥላል። እንግዶቻችንን እንሸኝና ተመልሰን የምንገናኝ ነው የሚሆነው። የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን በክብር ወደ እናንተ እንዲደርስ ያደረጉት አየርላንድ ኤምባሲና ሞሃይ ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር ናቸው። በጣም እጅግ አድርጌ አመሰግናለሁኝ። እንግዶቻችንን ሸኝተን ሙዚቃዎች ተገባብዘን ማስታወቂያ ሰምተን ተመልሰን እንገናኛለን። ቆንጆ ጊዜ። እስከ ዝግጅታችን ፍጻሜ ድረስ አርዲ ሚውዚክ JFM 106.7 ላይ አርዲ ሚውዚክ በጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ላይ የለተሰኘው ፕሮግራማችን ልክ 4:30 ሲል ተጀመረ። ይልናጠናቀቀው የቀረን የአንድ ሙዚቃ የጀመርነው ሙዚቃ እድሜ ያክል ነው። ቆንጆ ጊዜ እንዳሳለፋችሁ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁኝ። ሴንት ፓትሪክስ ዴይን በተመለከተ የአየርላንድ ኤምባሲ ስፖንሰር አድርጎት ፕሮግራማችን ወደ እናንተ ደርሷል። እንደዚሁም የዘወትር አጋራችን ሞሃይል ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበር የፔፕሲ ሚሪንዳና 7 ምርቶቹን በድጋሚ ወደ ገበያ መቀላቀል አስመልክቶ የተለያዩና በርካታ ጓጊ ሽልማቶችን ለደንበኞቹ አዘጋጅቶ እድለኛ አሸናፊዎቹን በአስገራሚና ጓጊ ሽልማቶች በማንበሽበሽ ላይ ነው። ሽልማቶቹም ID4 BYD መኪኖች፣ የኤሌክትሪክ ሞተር ሳይክሎች፣ ፕሌይስቴሽኖች፣ HP ላፕቶፖች፣ ስማርት ዋቾች፣ ስማርትፎኖች፣ ዋየርለስ ሄድሴቶችና ሶላር ፓናሎች ከነጻ ለስላሳ መጠጦች ጋር ነው። በሚገርም ሁኔታ ሞሃይል ለስላሳ መጠጦች ፋብሪካ ለደንበኞቹ ካዘጋጃቸው ሽልማቶች ውስጥ ባለፉት ጥቂት ወራት ውስጥ ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማቶች ማለትም ID4 እና BYD መኪኖች በአዲስ አበባ ሐዋሳና ድሬዳዋ ለእድለኞች ተበርክተዋል። አሁን ደግሞ የሞሃ BYD ኤሌክትሪክ መኪና ሽልማት ወደ ሰሜናዊት የኢትዮጵያ ከተማ መቀሌ አቅንቷል። እድለኛው አሸናፊ አቶ የማነ ነጋሽ ሽልማታቸውን ጥር 10 ቀን 2017 ዓ.ም በመቀሌ ከተማ በተከናወነ ልዩ የሽልማት ፕሮግራም ላይ ተረክበዋል። ሞሃይል ለስላሳ መጠጦች ኢንዱስትሪ አክሲዮን ማህበርና አየርላንድ ኤምባሲን በጣም እጅግ አድርጌ አመሰግናለሁ። ፕሮግራሙን አዘጋጅቼ ይዤ ቀረብኩላችሁ። ፕሮግራሙንም በመምራት አብሬያችሁ ቆይታ ያደረኩት ዲጄ ፒቹ ነበርኩኝ። ለአርብ ቀጠሮ ይዘን እንለያያለን። አርብ ምሽት 12 ሰዓት ሲል የአርዲ ሬጌ ሴሽን ዳግም ተመልሶ ወደ እናንተ የሚደርስ ነው የሚሆነው። በአዳዲስ የሬጌ ሙዚቃዎች ተመልሰን የምንገናኝ ነው የሚሆነው። እንድንገናኝ አምላክ ፈቃድ እንዲሆን ከልብ አድርጌ ተመኘኝ። ቴክኒኩን በመቆጣጠር ኤደን አብራኝ ቆይታለች። የጂኤፍኤም 106.7 ዝግጅቶች እኩለ ሌሊት 6 ሰዓት ድረስ ወደ እናንተ የደረሱ ይደመጣሉ። አብራችሁ እንድትቆዩ በአክብሮት ጋበዝኩኝ። እኔ በተከታዩ ሙዚቃ ተሰናብቼ እወጣለሁ። የጀመርነው ሳምንት መልካም ሳምንት፣ ያሰብነውን ከግብ የምናደርስበት ሳምንትም እንዲሆን ልባዊ ምኞቴ ነው። አመሰግናለሁ። መልካም ቀን ይሁንላችሁ።